Hello, I'm Alex from Fellow. I'm here with Paul from Special Guests, and we're here to talk about this week's Fellow drop for the Los Nogales from Special Guests. Paul, can you tell us a bit about the coffee we're going to brew?
Yeah, so this coffee is from Los Nogales in Colombia. I sourced it on our latest trip to Colombia in March. To be honest, it was our first trip as well.
Nice.
And the aim was to source coffees for the upcoming shop. And as you can tell, we're currently in the shop. So what we've done is work with Caturra Export in Colombia, in Catalina, who is the founder and owner of Caturra Export, was actually a barista with me
I didn't know that.
or we were baristas together, should I say, in London, and that's how we met. And then from there, she started exporting from Colombia, and then this year I was able to go out visit, and she took me around some farms to find some coffees.
Beautiful.
And to meet some people. And one of the farms we visited was Los Nogales, where we met Oscar, Annabelle, and Angie, siblings who run the farm, and cupped coffees in their lab that oversees all their fields and coffee plants. And one of the coffees we cupped was Bourbon Pimienta, which we now actually have behind me on our guest espresso. And this coffee that we have for drops is actually 3 different lots combined. Super complex, super intense, and like tropical flavor notes, tropical flavor profile, and it's exclusively for Fellow drops. So you have something very unique,
Pretty special.
and really incredible.
Nice. Well, we need to brew some, so we're going to brew on the Stag X, and we have 16 grams dosed out already. What are we setting the Ode Gen 2 on?
So I'm going to use 4.
Perfect.
I'm going to use the pour structure that we use, our go-to pour structure for the shop here.
Which is?
It is 5 pours of
Yep.
250 grams, 5 pours of 50 grams each, 250 grams in total, in approximately 2 minutes 30 to 2 minutes 45. We found this works for most coffees, and it's a great starting point where you can adjust. Obviously, being here in the UK, I use centigrade. So we'll be brewing at 93 centigrade, but I also looked it up. It's 199 Fahrenheit. Also, for my other recommendations, we have a professional water setup here with RO under the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where all our water is linked to. But I just recommend using filtered water.
Right.
For example, I use a Brita water filter at home. In London, we're very lucky. Our water is very consistent, but consistently hard. It's 400 ppm on average. I think today we measured it, it's about 415 ppm.
Wow.
So we have to reduce that down to 100 ppm on average.
This is descending into strong nerdism.
Yeah, I mean, just so I'm a bit cautious when I give out brew recipes because they're very much reliant on your personal setup at home, whether it's water or grinder or just water and grinder.
Yeah,
mainly. So you have to adjust it, but this is our go-to. So every 30 seconds, I'm going to introduce 50 grams of water or 50 milliliters of water. And that will give us 250 mils in just over 2 minutes.
Okay, so 5 pours of 50 grams, and we're aiming for 2.5 to 2 minutes 45.
Something like that, yeah.
Great. And then once it's brewed, what kind of tasting notes are we looking out for?
So if it all goes well, this coffee should be super tropical. We're thinking like mangoes, pineapple. If it's kind of a bit fresher, maybe something like coconut.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it rests out a bit more those yellow fruits. Really delicious, really sweet. Interestingly, on the note of freshness, we actually use quite a long resting period here in the shop, anywhere between 4 and 8 weeks, which is not typical. However, this is where we found the peak of our coffees. So it may go against some of the convention or some of the other advice, but it's just what we found works for us.
How do you come to that conclusion, though?
A lot of tasting coffee.
Right.
We have, the shop here is new.
Mm-hmm.
We opened sort of 9 days ago now. But we've been a wholesale business for two plus years, and through trial and error, through a lot of tasting and selection of coffees, that's just where we found the best balance.
Okay.
And then actually what we do here is we have a frozen menu where we freeze in individual vials and then dose out each and every time. So we kind of lock it in at its peak is the way I describe it.
Yeah, nice.
So we're coming up to 2 minutes 30 now, 2 minutes 40. And as you can see, it's almost finished. I'll wait till 2:45. Use this handy cup.
Isn't that handy?
We also have a bin here, so I'm going to do this as well.
It's almost too convenient.
And then, this is pretty much it. Let me grab a couple of cups.
Sounds good.
So here we have our special guest and stick ceramic cups, which are custom made for the shop here, made in London. And then,
I'm looking forward to this one.
Interestingly, I don't drink my coffee too hot, actually. Maybe like approximately 40 degrees centigrade, which
is an amount of Fahrenheit that we don't know right now yet. Do you want me to do some quick math? Or
and
are we okay?
I don't know if you use a spoon or not.
I mean, as I'm here with you, I will.
What is 40 degrees?
It's going to take you a while to get down there. Here we go.
Previous life as a DJ. I wasn't.
I hate to think.
Units.
104.
Is that right?
That's right, yeah. 40 is the minimum it goes to.
Oh, yeah, so 104,
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
that does make sense, actually. Because here, when the weather hits 100 Fahrenheit, is it...
all of a sudden we switch over to Fahrenheit for that one day,
Anyway.
Shall we try this coffee?
Yeah, let's try it. But so this coffee is super tropical. When it's fresher, it has a bit of like herbalness to it. But then when it rests out, it really, really settles into those sort of yellow fruits and like berry complexity. There's a lot going on.
It's so nice of you to go off screen, but we still have the audio. I enjoy that.
I'm sure you have to cut it out. But it's really delicious. I'm super happy to be sharing it, especially in our new shop.
Yeah, amazing.
It's nice to be a part of.
And for us, fellow, it's very cool to have a new up-and-coming international roaster on drops. Big deal for us. So it's a pleasure to have this particular coffee as well.
Yeah, I appreciate all the support from Fellow too. It's amazing to be a part of. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how it goes.
Enjoy the coffee and tell us how it's tasting in the comments below. Cheers. Right,
What do you really think?
Let's check it. No, it's really good.